How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl on MTG Arena. Today, we're playing Annabelle, or Arabelle, Abandoned Doll. Uh, Copyright, you know how it is. It's not Annabelle, it's Arabelle. Yeah, that kind of thing. We are probably free mulliganing this. This is too slow. The idea of this deck is that you build up a massive army of tokens, and then with that massive army of tokens, you play your commander and win the game. This is better. Put down pass on one just so we can have it as an untapped land on turn 2. And we can flash in Resolute Reinforcements on turn black. You know, turn black. I guess since we drew the mountain, we could have had it on turn 3, but yeah. Double white as early as possible. That's our goal. Our dream. Because a lot of things that are token related cost double white. I say a lot. It's some things. You got your Dominus, you got your Ogier. Beza the Boundless, I think, has potential, but I haven't seen him in my matches yet. So we'll see. It depends on how much damage our opponent does. You can rally the humans. Humans. Rally the Hornberg. This is the Lord of the Rings card. I should know this. Do it, opponent. Attack in. Be brave. It's going to be hard to get my Beza to actually trigger the 2 blue fish. Maybe not. Excuse me. Pass. So if we go with a Realmbreaker, next turn we can ensure that our... That complicates things. I don't want to pass. I guess we can chump block to help make sure our opponent has more creatures than us. I guess if they attack, they might not even attack, and if they don't, we're just kind of screwed. I guess we could play Bruce. And Fountain of Renewal. Used to sneak your way into decks. My opponent is mana screwed though, so. I guess we go Bruce Tarl first. Bruce doesn't count towards our Arabelle, but his Oxus do. And he can make more than one of them, right? Like, he is not a legendary making boy. We will in there. We're up to 5. So we have a what is it? It's Gary. Gary the boy, you know. He's a mono black guy, he enters the battlefield, he drains life, you gain life. He kinda does that effect. But instead of being off devotion, it's off creatures, right? Which is in theory worse. But there are a couple of caveats to that, right? Because not only is she cheaper than Gary, she's way cheaper than Gary, but her requirement is less restrictive, right? Getting a bunch of creatures on board is easier than having a bunch of pips, because generally one card equals one pip. Like on average, it's a little bit higher. It might be 2.1 or something, but on average, pips are like 1-to-1 to cards. Whereas wits, well, if we get 2 pips here, 2 pips here, this is fairly common, right? Like, you know, I feel like if I try to get down Mondrak first, he'll just die. I have been a bit impressed that the first 2 commanders that we faced off against were, I think last game's commander our opponent was using was also uncommon. They were getting paired against uncommon commanders and not just getting thrown to the Golos Wolves. Sometimes you play a less. I've seen one Arabella deck on Arena in my time playing with this new Brawl format, but not an extremely common commander. Like sometimes when you play with not extremely common commanders, you can tell the algorithm is still trying to figure out what it's supposed to do with the commander you showed it. No block. Do I just go 3 next turn? If I just go 3 next turn, I can wipe my opponent's board consequence free. Consequence free wipes are the best wipes. And then next turn we can White Sun's Twilight to make 6 tokens instead of 3. Root opponent. Ah. Artifact enchantment, and we get a Seek. Sune's Intervention. You gonna throw down your jury again, opponent? Nothing really to do, huh? With the Surveyor land. I can go to the bin. Don't need it. One mana Drac. Being in the graveyard. That's not where I wanted you to be. Ooh, top ground. Hmm. So this will bring our opponent down to 12 at least. And if they don't block, it brings them down to 10. And then we're very close to just Arabelling them out of the game. Like, we're pretty close to Arabelling them out of the game anyways. Attacks each combat. It is a red herring, so no block. I think I can still win by just attacking. Oh, win if. Never mind. More of my poor boys die. I think I get down Burnished Hart. We're not gonna sack him. He's actually a requirement fulfilling part of our deck. Alright, it is now or never on it. Toxic Deluge or bust. That's where we're at. I guess there are other things that do it. There are so many 3-mana. GG. Alright. It was a good first showing. That was our first showing, right? No, that's our second showing. My brain is puddles. I don't know what to say. So this will be our final game. No excuses. I gave the green deck a fourth game, and it ended up being a 12-minute game. Gonna have that happen again. Speaking of the green deck, like I said that we wouldn't be playing a red-white deck anytime soon in that episode, and a few hours later, I immediately built a white and red deck. Hypocrisy. I'm truly sorry. I think I keep this. I think I get a red source first, and then like aim for the Seasoned Pyromancer. The Seasoned Pyromancer on can add like 4 bodies. Well, 3 bodies. And add 3 bodies, which is really good for our Arabella deck. Now that I know you're an attack trigger, not an enter the battlefield trigger, I have to play you as quickly as possible. And now we just pump out small creatures. I wish she was unblockable too. Could she be unblockable? Like you could take away her power and make her unblockable, and it'd still be good. Still be good. Amp block. What are you gonna do, opponent? What are you gonna do? This moss riddled beast can't stop me. Maybe I want white devotion. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. We'll pitch it and figure it out later. Yeah, so if we get down these two, we can get devotion up to 3. And that's like really good. I think. Probably. It's some amalgamation of good. Probably. Ooh. Um I mean that threatens blockers, right? Draw 2, discard 2. Rat Catcher is actually kind of good here. There's 3 bodies that count to our limit. And we can easily draw a second card with the boy. You stop discovering, opponent. Oh my god, we're so dead. We're not as dead as we once were, but we're as dead once as we ever were. Is that how the song goes? It's been a while. Opponent, I see your 12-12. Not enough to shake my faith in this random doll-based combo I have. Yeah, you may play your armored kin caller. No block. They don't have any flyers. Well, you do die though immediately. I forgot about that part. I think we just kind of died to combat next turn though, right? Like we kind of just died to combat. $17, $21, $25. No block. Hmm. Do I have a shot? Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Should have ordered the triggers in the other way. We would have gotten 2 more damage out of it. We did do like a 12 attack though. Or like a 10. 10 or 12? We attacked with a lot of things. That's pretty good. If I'd kept that Halo Fountain up, we would have just won the game, I think. 10. And well, we would have had actually time to get it down with the 4 mana necessary to make it happen, but like we showed the dinosaurs that they are to fear the porcelain dolls. Gain life. Never, opponent. I'm never gonna let you gain life. Those dolls worked hard for that damage. Fun. Dinosaurs, they're far from the most offensive thing on the ladder. Either way, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode of Brawl here on MTG Arena. Bye for now.